Hey y'all, I'm back again. This is my first video for 2023, and this video is just pretty much a shout out to someone that I follow, and I just recently started watching on how to rebuild a piston caliper. Anyway, this is actually what I did after watching his video. I will put his name down there. He will explain it a whole lot better, but I will just talk about what I did from what I saw on this guy's video. His name is, his YouTube channel is right here. You can check him out. 4DI Wires. He's a pretty good educator, and he seems to be a very decent guy. And this is that video that I'm doing, just to do a shout out and also to let you know of what you can actually do if you are someone who is thinking of, saving some money and doing some repairs yourself. But anyways, without further ado, this is what I did. In the piston caliper, mine here is a 2004 Chevy Silverado, and it's a single piston for the brake. So what happened here is that you will see on my rotor, like the inside lip right here. See, it's like about almost maybe 1/18 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch left. So it's pretty much gone. And this happened 4 years ago. I didn't know that it was just brake pads. See this one pad? I thought it was just making noise. Before we traveled away from our previous place, I got it replaced, and when the smell was still consistent, I thought it was gonna go away, but then my bad self, I just thought that it would not be a problem, so I just kept driving it, and look at it. It's almost nothing to it. It's almost like, let me take a good light to it. See if y'all can see. So yeah, it's almost like, 1/16 of an inch or something left. So every time I hit the brakes, I have that lag on the brakes. It kind of takes a little bit, but yeah, most of you would think that that's one important thing to replace now than later. That's on the list, and I'm still gonna make it happen and replace that. But yes, for that problem that I had on my seals right here, this one that I had a problem with, for some reason at the time the new brake pads were put in, something must have happened right here. So what I found out before replacing this, and there is a seal, there is also a gasket inside there, but if you follow the 4DIY guy's video, he will show you exactly what I did. So there is a seal right here, kind of a gasket. It's a squared gasket you can get, and then it comes in a packet, so you can get this as well included. So going back to what I said about how that happened was, I think on that brake pad that was replaced, one of these things must have nicked it or something happened, and so there was like air inside this piston. So when I replaced the brake, I had problems trying to push this back, and it was a struggle. So I looked up the video on YouTube, and then I found this guy here, and he was telling me about the repair kit. So I went, looked at other places, but there was one other place that I found it. It was the Advanced Auto, and there is their part number, and then there's SKU number. And if you are interested in looking into, you know, fixing your brakes, if they're sticking a lot or something like that, you want to make sure you check this seal right here. This is one of the important seals to the piston. So what I did was I unhooked the lines, bleeded this out, and then pushed air right through here after taking all this out. So you want to be careful also when you put air through. When this thing comes out, it may come out pretty quick and hard. So you want to put a wood right here, but the Ford DIY guy will explain how he actually did it, and that's how I actually also did it. So I just put air through, pushed this out. This completely came out. So I cleaned it out, I scrubbed it, and then brushed it, and, you know, made sure that there was no rust or corrosion or anything like that on the inside of it. So I cleaned it out real good. I used the brake cleaners, cleaned out inside of this cylinder, everything. And then I went to put in the gasket, not the gasket, but the seal inside first. And then the rubber inside, the square one, it will kind of fit right in. As soon as you put it in, the square one will just fit right through by itself. And then with this part here, it's a little bit tricky. So you have to be really careful how you fit it. I first put it in, and in this one here, there is a kind of like a metal that covers it, kind of holds this whole thing inside here, inside this housing. Actually, I guess that other rubber is right down here below. But anyway, when I first put it in, I put it the wrong way, so it didn't look right. So it was like it looked funky. So I said, no, this ain't right. So I went ahead and removed it, and then redid it, put it in, and it's really seated in properly, and the rubber seems to be working just fine. So that's about the video. And all I'm gonna do is just replace one pad, not the whole thing, but just that pad, and then put in this one. Also I got from Advance Auto. It's a Wagner thermoquiet ceramic brake pads. It comes in 4, and it's for like the rear brakes. I thought they sell them single, but you cannot buy them single. That's a cheap way of life living. So I know there's some people who may be selling it just single, but anyway, I got it from Advance Auto. It wasn't that much. It was $36. I asked them, I wanted something real cheap, so they gave me a $36 one after tax and everything. I paid like $39 for this. So all I'm gonna do is just replace these, because one I have right now is still good, and you cannot really see it, but let me put some light to it. But yeah, after I replaced the brakes, I kind of switched these pads around. Yeah, it's right there. But anyway, so I switched the good pad and put it on the inside, and then the bad pad I put it on the outside. So all I'm gonna do now is just move that pad maybe to the outside here, and then put a brand new one inside. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do any bleeding, because I also did the bleeding to it, to the brake lines, and after getting that replaced, I was like, oh man, my brakes seem to be working fine, and I don't smell that odor anymore, like metal rubbing against metal. So it seems like I think I've done a decent work on my own brakes. And like I said, if I can If I can fix it, I know you can as well. And if I can save money doing things myself, I'm pretty sure you can be able to do the same thing. So I know if I had to take it to the mechanic shop, I paid a good amount of money. But anyway, that's all about that. It's a shout out to this guy, full DIY YouTuber. Thank you for the video and the lesson that you provided. Appreciate that, and I'm sure you will appreciate my recommendation and my comments about your video. But yes, definitely I will, in my next one, I will go ahead and replace this rotor right here. It seems like the one on the inside is pretty ate up, and I don't want the brake pads to be scary. It looks scary. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, my first video for 2023, and I'm gonna talk more about other things as well in my upcoming videos, so keep an eye out. Appreciate you guys watching and taking the time to search my videos, looking through them and learning about it, learning about what I do. My name says it all. It's a craftsman hobbyist, so I like to do everything from learning from other people. So that's it. Thank you very much.